Especially if you're riding with a crazy boat driver like Keith.
I know,
Brian.
reckless. Hey, look.
I've heard it's dicey.
We boat in New Hampshire mostly, and you need a license to boat there. You don't actually need one in Maine, so at least I had to do a test.
Okay.
Amanda.
Someone had to sign off on it.
Yeah, it wasn't a docking.
Questionable
wasn't a
choice.
docking test. You know when that gets dangerous is when it's warm. Like
Right.
you get to like 70 at an air temperature, and then
wanna jump in
people
and
forget
cool
about that. We're not having that problem right now.
No,
Nope.
nowhere near warm.
Everybody is aware, I think, of what what the water temperature may be when it's similar to the air temperature. 40 in Portland, 43 in Lewiston. I continue to think that Wiscasset sensor seems a bit high at 47 and be the warmest spot in the state for no particular reason. But generally in the low 40s, a lot of clouds are around. We really didn't see much in the way of sun at all. There were times, at least over southern Maine, where it looked like the sun was trying to come through, but it just never really happened. We might get a late break of sun right around sunset in a couple of spots, but there's not much moisture either. We didn't have that much rain. The showers were this morning, and then after that we cleared out. Here's our next storm system starting to get a little bit more obvious on the radar down across the mid-Atlantic. That's going to slide in late tonight, but more so tomorrow, and then stick around, unfortunately, for Sunday as well. Hour by hour forecast shows us that little break, maybe. It honestly could go either way. Sometimes it does happen right around sunset, though. We get a bit of a break in the cloud cover. Otherwise, it's mostly cloudy tonight. Temperatures drop down to 32 to 35 degrees, and then here into that air mass, initially here, this is 5 in the morning, comes snow. And I think that's probably even right to the coast. It's snow in the early morning hours, but eventually we start warming things up and scouring out that colder air, which it wasn't particularly cold to begin with, but it stays snow a little bit longer across the interior and certainly into New Hampshire, where it's snowing through about 9-10 in the morning. After about 9 or 9:30, whatever snow we get is going to be what we had last time, which is it's really not going to accumulate. So it'll all be before then. Still some snow in the mountains, probably ineffective snow through the afternoon into the evening. The rest of us change over to a chilly rain, unfortunately, light to moderate rain, and then we get back into this again on Sunday where it's raining along the coast. The storm starts to move out, so I think we have a chance of a decent-ish afternoon over western Maine. Not amazing, but decent. Down east and northern Maine will stay stuck in this storm with rain and some wet snow to end on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. And almost hilariously, just about midnight on Sunday, we get rid of the clouds and set ourselves up for a really nice day on Monday. As far as snowfall accumulation goes, that quick pocket late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and then it continues snowing into the mountains. The rest of us should be under an inch. Even if we get snow, it'll be gone very, very quickly. Nice day on Monday. There's upside on those temperatures, but I just couldn't do it, guys. I couldn't pull the trigger for the 60s because I don't think it's a lock, but it's definitely at least in the 50s. Scattered showers on Tuesday. A nicer week next week on the whole, with temperatures in the low 50s Wednesday and Thursday. Do you see what happens next Friday? Just a raindrop right in the end of Friday.
Just as we start the weekend.
Yeah, we're just going to leave it there for now.
We're on
Thanks
a
for that.
kick.
Something to look forward to.
We are.
Okay, Keith, thank you.